Hi guys, welcome back to a new deck profile. First of all, Happy New Year's to everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy this deck profile, so let's begin, shall we? So first off, we are playing the Triple Snow. So we're playing 3 Snow, 3 of the Ceruli, we're playing Triple Rainbow, Triple Genta, and so these are the 3 ofs. Snow is actually very good to discard off of the gates, and it makes it a lot easier, so you can search your rainbow if you want. And the Genta is a special summon, and you can, even if you have, you can link it off, so you can make the Genta play if you want again, or I don't know. So these are actually the cards you always play. I prefer playing, so I'm playing, so some people play 2 of this, so the 2 Silva. I'm playing 3 because I almost never see this card. And even if I do, it's actually very nice because this card is sometimes when you need, if you have Grapha and the Rainbow in the Grave, you can actually get +2 in hand because you can like this. So if this is in the graveyard, as well as the Grapha, so if the Grapha and him are in the grave, so you can have this. So this bounces to hand, so it bounces him, and then the Grapha bounces the Rainbow, and that's how you get +2 with one monster, like one good monster on the field. I think Rainbow should have been able to like bounce the Grapha, which would be a lot like more fun and more like interactive with the deck, which would be a lot more fun. Like since this deck, I mean, this is the second best starter deck we got this year, so the year in 2020. And yeah, I think this year's structure decks will be a lot more crazier if I think, but I think there's gonna be more support for some decks like Shaddoll maybe, more Shaddoll ports support. I don't know. I think the Alba's support. So this year the Alba's lore is ending. So yeah. So we are playing, yeah, so I showed you the ratios of these guys. So we're playing Triple Rainbow, yeah, blah blah blah. Don't take it from me. So we're playing now double Grapha, double of this guy. So we're playing double Grapha, double of this guy, and double Ceruli. Since we're playing 2 of each, like Ceruli and this guy, I just want to explain. So first off, I'm playing double Ceruli because I never like see this card that much when I draw from my dangers. So I'm playing 2 just in case. And Snow can search it, I know, but it's like if you draw it, you have then a second like in your opponent's, and you can actually make more interactions with this, which is like, and it gets you like through Gamma, or if they wanted imperm not now, you can just force out the imperm. So I don't know, but if they let the imperm, so if you discard the Ceruli, just know that if they have DD Crow or the Beast, the Bystials, you can just puppetry it back if you have puppetry in graveyard, that is. I'm playing this because of one generic card that every deck plays, and this card is just a good body sometimes because, like in 2400, like it can be Fenrir, it can crash with Fenrir, which is nice. So yeah, we're playing triple gates, triple puppetry. Puppetry is for tier elements. Gates is like the card you must play. This is a soft once per turn. You can banish it from the grave and add the Dark World that is banished. You can target, of course you have to target. And if this is only in the graveyard, but we know that it's not gonna be a graveyard format. Next, like in 2 months, there's gonna be Kashtira elements, what mill and banish. I mean, I'm gonna play some. Maybe gonna quit them that month just until it's like. I mean, Germans have to get the ban list, right? I mean, that deck like Kashtira elements mirror is just too much like to activate. Like, we have to memorize what you have left and what you don't have. We're playing 2 dealings. This like forces out some like sprite cards, rogue matchups against tier. Well, let's just say I really hate this playing against tier, but it can force out some cards like, I don't know, like Rhinoheart, Kelbeck. I mean, Kelbeck is fine because I can get my materials in the grave, which, I mean, if they mill me the Grapha and my puppetry is like okay, nice. And this summon, like I know some builds play Winda, so yeah. We're playing 2 fusions and we're playing 2 of this. So we're playing 2 fusions to this archives. Archives is not is soft once per turn, but the effect to draw is not it can be activated on your turn and on your opponent's turn. So if your opponent breaks a board and you activate a Dark World card and you can have space to summon a card, You can then go graph. So let's say you activated this spell. You discarded the graph and this, and then you have room. You can activate this effect, discard anything, and then draw two. And like, it's just a good card to play in this deck too, because you never will see it on one. And the spell is actually a quick play spell is actually pretty nice of a support. Like the Dark World support is actually the most wanted support I think this of the last year, because I think tier elements, if they don't open Halfness or Kalbeck, they actually lose, because deck just loses by because they can hand loop. You can make Apple before Appaloosa for 4. This is also for the hand loop. I'm searching if I have too much cards in my hand, like or Dark World monsters on board, and I have Sylva in hand, and I discard the snow. I always search this, so I have an interruptions, which so I bounce my Dark World cards, and then I can discard one of them. So let's say I bounce my Sylva, and then I can add Sylva, and I can discard Sylva effect bounces too, which is nice. We are playing 2 of these fire guys, so we're playing 2 of them, not 3. This card is actually very good. Free special summon. It's a 4. And I love it, it's a thing, because when I detach it off of Dweller or any other card, I can use Gates to banish it. So these are the 2 guys, like, for commons. I needed 2 hours to find them through the bulk, just so you know. So the one else, we are playing this. So these are, like, generics. I'm playing this just for Runic Sprite. I know people in my locals, people are still running the Runic Sprite engine, and against Sword Soul and that. I mean, Sword Soul is just annoying. I mean, it's not annoying, but it's annoying to play against. You know, if you analyze the deck and you know what they're gonna do next, like normal summon Moe, a link off the token into a backseat. I don't know. The deck is fun and all when you're playing it, but when you're playing against it, and it's not that much fun because they can OTK pretty easily with just 2 cards if they wanted to. For the dangers, we're playing 1 Tsuchinoku, triple Bigfoot, triple Mothman, and we're playing triple Bird, not Nessie, not Chupacabra. We're not playing Chupacabra because I think like Dangers of bricks, and these are just much easier to play with. I hate, and I need to find Jackalope. I didn't find anywhere. I looked at my locals 5 times for the last 2 weeks, and I didn't find Jackalope anywhere. I couldn't find any people that had Jackalope for sale or trades. I don't know. I thinking Tsuchinoko and the ban list should go back to 2 because this card has no, like, why? Why is this card even at 1? Like, you can play 2 of Tsuchinoko. Like, you can play 2 of this and 1 Jackalope, and it will be like a little engine. Like, people can get started if they have a grave effect. Because you discard, activate this, have a tier element triggers. I mean, why? Why does this card sell at 1? It didn't do nothing to people. I mean, when it was a 3, it got out of hand with Danger Lightsworn. So, yeah, don't play Danger Lightsworn. For them, so that was the main deck. We're going on to the extra deck. So this, to you guys know, this is a proxy for Coach King. This card, when you draw a card, you burn your opponent if you draw a monster, and it's like a super pot of greed. I ordered it from Card Market, so it'll be arriving shortly. I think this week. So, we are playing. So we are playing double Grapha Fusion. We're not playing anymore. It's standard, like pretty much, and this card is just OP if you open a spell with Grapha and you have Sylva in hand. So we are playing for the Xyz. We're playing 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Wallow, Abyss Dweller, and we're playing number 60. I mean, this card is actually pretty, like, insane against this deck because it can get you value a lot. Like, let's say you're bricked, you have 2 level 4 monsters, you can then go this, draw 2, discard 1, and this card is the Sylva. And let's see, you have Genta, so you can go Sylva 1, special itself, so you get a body. You can go into Dark Charm or make Elf if you wanted to, and yeah, I think that's that. The Waller is for tier elements. If I know I'm playing against tier, then I'll just go and cry. They'll just not use the graveyard this time. Wallow, so that's why I'm playing these 2 guys that I've shown you earlier, if you remember. So that's why I'm playing the Wallow for these, because they're level 6. They can make Wallow, and Wallow actually gives me a lot of value with tactics or any other rogue based deck. And actually against humans in grind games, it actually came up once when I like OTK with Wallow himself, which is funny because I have 4 materials. I'm not playing Bestials. I played Bestials and I didn't like them. I tested with Bestials this and this. I mean, they're okay against tier elements because it forces out the shufflers. But this deck by itself going first and second, like if you win the dice roll and they're playing Bestial, Calbeck, Bestial, Halfness, then you just lose automatically. But this deck can actually make just this. This is the only card literally that can stop tier elements if they have Bestials. But if they go into a link, then I'm just sad. I mean, Xyz are cool. For the links, now we're going from the lowest. So we're playing one Dark Charmer, we are playing Griffin, Unicorn, and we are actually this is Phoenix and Griffin. So I'm playing Griffin, going first with Appaloosa stun. So I'm trying to always, if I'm going for a stun version, I'm playing this. So I can my opponent can't summon anywhere, and I'm having any other, like I can play the, I don't know, Phoenix here, or I don't know. If I'm going first, I'm always gonna aim for this, because it zone locks them from special monsters cannot activate their effects, which actually helps in grind games or going like in time sometimes, because Red Resonator cannot activate its effects, Elf can't activate its effects, Sprites can't play with this. I mean, what's Sprite gonna do? You can't activate the effects at all, and they're not linked. Like, you have to go into a link first, then special summon, activate the effect, search a starter, and then do it. I mean, Elf can't. You have to have a 2 in hand, and that's not. I mean, that's the only reason Sprites can break this board. So yeah, so these are the 2s, and so this is the Nightmare package. This is level 2. So another force. We are playing Appaloosa. We are playing Saryuja. I would play. I forgot to play this. I'm playing it at 1 because actually the second one and third one don't. I mean, the second one just doesn't come up that much. We're playing Borreload because it actually helps me take control of the game, and actually helps me get into Dark Charmer, which is nice. And we're playing Underworld Goddess, the main link monster where this deck can actually out any unaffected monster. So yeah, that was the extra deck. Now we're gonna go on to the side deck. So first off, introducing my tokens, best tokens. So we're playing one Pankratops. Destruction effect, no. I mean, it's a good level 7 body. It's a free pop. I mean, I would rather play Fenrir in the side deck, but I like this. I like Pankratops. And plus, I'm not gonna give 60 euros for a freaking Fenrir, which, I mean, 2,100 euros? I mean, bro, I'm from Europe, and Fenrir's 210 euros are like one of my monthly payments. I'm not gonna give that much for one Fenrir. I mean, this card's better, like a bunch of Fenrir. And you can play other going second cards, like, I mean, nobody thought of playing one Cyber Dragon in the side deck and the Chimera Tech in the side. I mean, that was a funny, like, probability, but not that much. Playing 2 Mind Crush, this is funny, but I really, really like playing this card because it actually helps me develop. It's not once per turn, so if I open double, I'm happy. Because when they activate something, I can chain this, declare a name, and if my opponent has, they must discard all copies of the, like, I know that if they add blue, I can activate this, declare a name, sprite blue, and they have to discard it. Like, you can't special it, you can just discard it, and they have to use a body, which is actually pretty nice because against sprite this actually kills them, or in some like bricky hands it kills them if they break, of course. And I don't know, yeah. So we are having actually this is actually very fun for me because I really wanted to play Elf with these guys, so don't judge me. So we're playing two of each of these guys. So this is a spell pop, this is a monster pop, which whenever they're discarded, like, it's a going second option with dangers, and they're level 2s, so it makes it like I can bring them, if I can bring them back, I can make an Elf, but Elf never came up. Which, I mean, this is like funny because they're 2s, and I mean, it's a good card, and I don't know, it's actually pretty nice. Pretty nice. We're playing the Judgment in the side deck. I thought about maining deck this, but it's like better against Flounder in the side. So if I know I'm playing against Flounder, I side this. I can add up with Snow, and if they normal summon the Empen, I can just Judgment the Empen summon, and then they're just dead. Or I can Judgment the freaking Eagle and summon because I hate that card. Like, I mean, I hate birds and I want to play them. I don't know what's worse. Playing birds are hating them. Then we're having more Sprite Flunderies matchups, and of course the skill drain. Kills sprites. I mean, it doesn't like it kills them. This kills sprites, but they can play through this. I mean, it like cancels out one card combo with search or two card combo with body. But opening skill drain is actually nice because I just need discard effects, so that's pointless. And against Shield Elements, I mean, this just cancels out some like blowing my field effects, and if they don't have the field spell, so yeah. So that's that for the side deck, and now for the introduction, a dice. The dice that actually won me. I was X1 at my locals with Dark Walls. First time I ever built them, by the way. First time. This week I built them. So yeah. So yeah, that was the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe again, and I hope you guys will reach 50 subs this week. Not this week, but this year probably. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.